Do you want to know how to actually create an income with AI without wasting time on hype or gimmicks? By the end of this video, you'll have proven strategies that you can use to turn AI into a real tool for saving time, creating products, landing clients, and growing an online audience. Keep watching because this could completely change the way that you use AI for your business. Now, before we get started, can I ask one small favour? If you like what I do here, can you please hit the subscribe button? That keeps me energized to bring you more content. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. Okay, let's begin with tip number 1, which is to use AI to save your time and boost your productivity. Now, a lot of people waste hours doing work that they don't need to be doing. AI can actually automate so much of that work and those tasks for you. For example, you can use ChatGPT to draft emails, you can use Otter.ai to transcribe your meetings, and Notion AI to summarize the long notes. Now, one of my students, Sarah, used AI to take her messy 10-page meeting notes and just turn them into clean action steps, which only took a few minutes. And before, she was very exhausted just organising her thoughts, but after she started using Otter.ai, she had much more clarity and her hours back in her day. Now, I also recommend you stop treating AI like a search engine and start treating it like your very own personal assistant that's available 24/7. So if you just tell ChatGPT, act like a project manager and organise this task list for me, so there's the prompt you can use. You'll actually get back some very structured and actionable steps that you can use right away. Now, that's way different than just asking random questions. So if you're someone who struggles with focus, AI can actually help you keep you on track. Tools like Motion or Sunsama, which are AI powered calendars, will literally build your schedule out for you based on your priorities. Now, one of my students used Motion, and instead of feeling overwhelmed with a 30 task list, she actually ended every day knowing exactly what really mattered the most. So that's the real key here. Now, here's a controversial truth. If you're not using AI for personal productivity, you are already behind. Everyone thinks AI equals money-making ideas, but the real transformation starts when you free up your mental space as well. You can't create an income if your brain is fried from busy work, or at least it makes it much more difficult. Now, don't forget that AI can also help you with your decision fatigue as well. So you can actually have ChatGPT weigh the pros and the cons of 2 business tools, or even just help you compare website platforms like Shopify versus Squarespace. So instead of weeks doing research, you can get clarity in just a few minutes with ChatGPT. Now, one of the best hacks is actually combining AI tools. For example, you can use Zapier to connect ChatGPT with Google Sheets. That way, when a new lead actually comes in, AI can automatically write a personalized follow-up email for you. That's not just saving time, it's literally building trust on autopilot. Now, just imagine this simple transformation. Before AI, your evenings are swallowed by admin tasks and you feel like you're drowning in details. After AI, you actually finish your work much earlier, your head is much more clearer, and you're finally using that time to brainstorm, create content, or just relax and work on your income streams for your business. That's the real win here. More time, more energy to grow your income and your business instead of being stuck in the weeds and the details. Okay, let's now move on to tip number 2, which is to use AI to create digital products and services. Now, a lot of people fail at digital products or don't do very well because they create something that is too generic or something that people don't really want or need. Now, the real secret is getting very specific and niching down and finding pain points and struggles in the market. So it's finding a market with enough demand where people are searching for solutions. Now, AI helps you to uncover niche ideas really quickly. For example, you can go to answerthepublic.com or even alsoasked.com. These are 2 really great website tools that you can actually use to find the keywords and the search phrases that people are asking on Google for any given topic in any niche. Now, with AI you can actually discover hyper-specific questions that your audience is actually asking right now. Now, one of my students, John, used this exact method, and he just created a simple ebook on meal preparation for college athletes, and he sold 47 copies in his first couple of months. This gave him a real solid start and helped him to build his confidence. So go to answerthepublic.com or alsoasked.com to find the questions that people are asking on Google. So you need to find a niche or a market that has enough demand before you actually create any kind of digital product. This is really important. Now, I would also suggest that you use ChatGPT to actually outline your product as well. So let's say you want to make a guide on AI for Etsy sellers as an example. You can just ask ChatGPT for 10 chapters and then just simply refine them. Now, once you have the bones, you can then just add your stories. So you want to add your own human insights here, mistakes and even your wins. That's what makes it much more authentic to your audience. Now, AI gives you the structure and you provide the credibility. So human and AI combination is the best option here. Now, don't buy into the myth that you need months to actually build a product. You really don't. You only need to give yourself probably 72 hours. Now, I've actually seen people use AI tools like Canva Documents AI and just ChatGPT to create a very polished 20-page guide in just a couple of days. So you don't want to stretch this out too much. You want to be making something very quickly within just 2 or 3 days. Now, one of my students, Melissa, just created a budgeting template pack with AI and it only took her 3 or 4 days, and she just listed it on Gumroad.com. And she made her first $97 online. That small win completely shifted her mindset and it gave her proof that it really does work. Now, to make your product stand out, you want to bundle some extras with your product. AI can generate checklists, swipe files or even visual infographics using Canva Magic Design or Midjourney. So you want to throw in some very good bonuses here to really give it more perceived value. So you want to throw in 2 or 3 bonuses to really get people interested in your products. Buyers love shortcuts, so give them something that is related to your product, something that has enough value that they'd actually really want it. A good tip is to actually make your bonus appear more valuable than your actual product. And these bonuses actually make your product instantly more valuable, so I recommend that you do this. Now, don't forget that where you sell is also just as important as what you actually create. Platforms like Etsy, Gumroad or even Payhip are really good beginner friendly options. So that's Gumroad, Payhip or even Etsy. So you want to just simply get it out there, get some sales and then just refine. So you want to take action very quickly. Now, here's something people don't really tell you. You don't need to be an expert or a guru. You just need to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of the people that you are trying to help. Now, AI helps you to organize your knowledge into something that someone behind you can really understand. That's where the real value is, not being a guru, but just being much more relatable to your audience. Now, before AI, creating a digital product felt much more overwhelming and generally was more time consuming, like climbing a mountain barefoot. But after AI, it feels much more like stacking Lego bricks. Each piece builds on the other. And before you actually know it, you've got something real that you can actually sell. Now, that's the transformation that you really want, from taking an idea to a digital product creator. Let's now move on to tip number 3, which is to use AI for freelancing and services. Now, if your struggle is I need money now, freelancing with AI is one of the fastest bridges for you to actually do this. For example, you can offer content writing, ad copy, or even presentation design or AI social media services. AI tools like Jasper or Copy.ai or Quso.ai will give you drafts very quickly. Now, one of my students, Maria, started offering AI assisted social media captions on Fiverr.com, and she used Quso.ai as her AI social media tool. So that's a really good one for you to check out. And she actually landed her first $50 gig in just a week. Now, this wasn't life-changing money, but enough to prove to her that she could actually get paid online for offering AI freelancing services. Now, I would recommend being very upfront about using AI as your secret weapon. You don't really want to hide it, but you want to pitch it as the following. I deliver high quality work faster because I used advanced AI tools. So you want to say something like that. I deliver high quality work much faster because I use advanced AI tools. So that's a simple tagline you could actually use. So you want to be direct and transparent with your clients. Now, clients really love speed and reliability, and this positioning actually makes you look cutting edge and it gives you an advantage. So don't make the mistake of just offering everything. You want to just pick one simple service that AI makes much easier. This could be something like SEO blog writing, email campaigns, or even AI art design or AI social media services. Specialization helps to build trust quicker. For instance, you could offer AI boosted email copywriting instead of just writing. That focus helps clients say yes much quicker. Now here's a controversial truth. Undercharging is actually worse than actually overcharging. Now if you charge just $5 for a blog post, you'll attract nightmare clients who will probably drain your energy. Instead, you want to let AI help you deliver polished drafts much quicker, then charge a fair price, say $100 plus, but make sure you deliver really good content. Make sure it's value-backed content that you deliver really quickly. Now that simple shift alone transforms how clients will actually see you online. Now to actually help you stand out, you want to build a mini portfolio with AI's help. For example, you can just ask ChatGPT to draft 3 or 4 blog posts, then just use Canva to actually design some branded mock-ups and just show them as simple samples in your portfolio. Now, even if you've never had a client before, you'll instantly look much more professional. So don't forget there are endless places to find clients. Fiverr and Upwork.com are 2 really good websites for freelancing to actually find clients. But you can also use social media like LinkedIn, Twitter or X, and even Facebook groups are really good options. Now if you just approach people directly, that is a good option to do. AI can actually help you draft outreach messages that sound more natural and more personal. So I recommend you do this with your social media, especially with LinkedIn groups and Facebook groups. These are really good places. So just imagine this, before AI, freelancing feels quite overwhelming with too many tasks and too little pay. But after AI, you actually deliver much faster, your confidence begins to grow, and you start picking clients who actually respect your work and your time. That's not theory, that's what I've seen happen again and again with students like Maria. Let's now move on to tip number 4, which is to use AI to build and grow an audience. Now, if you want more long-term income, then you can't just chase small gigs. You will need to actually build an audience online. Now, the problem is consistency. AI fixes that by making content creation really quick. For example, you can use repurpose.io or even Descript with AI to turn one video into a podcast, a blog post, and 5 or 6 TikToks or Reels. Now, one of my students, Ben, did this and suddenly went from posting just once a month to actually posting daily without any burnout. Now, I suggest that you also use AI to repurpose everything that you actually create. So you can record a 5-minute voice note with your phone, upload it to At.Tip.ai and just let AI turn it into a blog post or even a Twitter or X thread. That way you're never out of ideas. You're just simply recycling your own thoughts in much smarter ways to reach more people. Now here's a controversial truth. People don't follow you for perfect content. They follow your perspective and your insights. AI can help you polish your words, but your opinions, your stories, and even your personal struggles make people connect with you much quicker. So you want to stop chasing the viral hacks. They can help, but you want to just lean into your own unique take. Now don't forget that data is your best friend. Tools like vidIQ for YouTube or even Social Blade for TikTok will actually help you see what is actually working in real time. AI can actually analyze the comments and suggest what your audience actually wants and what they actually need. Instead of you actually guessing, you're actually giving them exactly what they asked for. So I recommend you do a bit of research here. Now, one of the best tricks is using AI to test multiple hooks for your content. Your hook is one of the most important pieces of your content. For example, you can just tell ChatGPT, write 10 different YouTube titles for this video idea. So there's a simple prompt that you can actually use, and then you can just pick the best one. Now strong hooks are the difference between 100 views and 10,000. Now here's a resource that most people really do overlook, which is called Answer the Public. So go to answerthepublic.com and just plug in a keyword and see what people are really searching for on Google and on different social media. Then you can just feed those questions that you find from Answer the Public into ChatGPT or another AI engine to actually draft some content. That's how you create posts that people are already looking for. Now, before AI, growing an audience felt like shouting into the digital void, but after AI, it feels like turning on an amplifier. You can show up everywhere consistently with content that really resonates and relates to your audience. That's the transformation from invisible to being the person that people look forward to hearing from. Let me now give you tip number 5, which is to use AI to research, validate, and refine business ideas. Now, a lot of people get stuck at the very beginning because they don't know if their business idea is actually worth pursuing. Instead of just guessing, you can actually use AI tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity.ai, and Exploding Topics to test your ideas fast. For example, if you're thinking about starting a healthy snacks for remote workers brand, you can just literally ask the AI to show you some current trends, customer pain points and struggles, and growing demand. This gives you the clarity in hours and not weeks or months. Now, I would suggest that you combine AI with real world data. Tools like Google Trends and Answer the Public will actually show you what people are searching for online. Then you can just feed those insights into ChatGPT to help you brainstorm product angles, names, or even marketing hooks. Now, one of my students, Olivia, used this combination of Google Trends and Answer the Public to actually validate her idea for a time blocking planner for ADHD professionals. So instead of wasting months or a lot longer building something that nobody really wanted, she actually confirmed there was a real demand before creating the product. Now, make sure you don't fall for the myth that you need expensive market research agencies. You can actually do about 80% of what they do using free AI tools. For example, you can upload survey results or customer reviews into ChatGPT, advanced data analysis, and it will actually highlight the patterns for you. That means that you can actually just listen to the market without reading through thousands of boring reviews yourself. Now, here's a controversial truth right here. Most failed businesses don't fail because of bad products and services. They usually fail because nobody actually wanted them, so they didn't do enough research beforehand. Now, AI helps you to cut through that mistake by forcing you to validate the demand very early. Now, I recommend that you always ask AI, what objections would people have about this product or service? So there's a good question you can ask. That single question can save you months of wasted time and energy. Now, if you actually want to refine your offer, AI can also help you spy on your competitors the smart way. So you can use similar web to see traffic sources and then just ask ChatGPT to just analyze what those competitors are doing really well and what they're actually where they're actually dropping the ball. Now, one of my students, Daniel, used this exact strategy and realized most of his competitors weren't creating content for YouTube, so he actually focused there, and it gave him a free runway to really stand out online. Now, don't forget that testing is much more important than actually planning. AI can help you create minimum viable versions of your idea fast. For example, you can use Canva AI to design a simple mock-up of your product, or Copy.ai to actually generate a landing page draft version. And then you can just share it with a small audience and see if people will actually sign up. Then you just improve and refine from there. That feedback loop is way more valuable than sitting on an idea for several weeks or several months. Now, before AI, starting a business idea felt like throwing darts blindfolded. You could be spending a lot of money, time and energy without knowing if it would actually land or work well, or if people actually wanted it. After AI, it feels like having night vision goggles. You can see the opportunities, the pitfalls and the demand clearly before you commit to actually doing anything. That's the transformation here, going from uncertainty and hesitation to clarity and momentum. Wow, that's it for this one. Now, if you're serious about building your online business and creating a sustainable online income, Take the next step now. Click the link below in the description or in the comments and go through to my website where you can find some free training resources to help you get started right away. These free step-by-step resources are designed to guide you through launching a successful online business and generating multiple online income streams. So don't wait, take action today. Click the link below and start your journey right now. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really does energize and motivate me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. And if you want to connect on social, you can find me on LinkedIn and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and have a wonderful day.